So this could set the Silverbacks up. Barrera on top of the ball. He sends that one in, arcing towards the net, the header, and it's finished for the goal. And the Atlanta Silverbacks on the board as Ruben Luna with his 6th goal of the season.
Yeah, and
And that gives the Silverbacks a 1-0 lead.
And John, give Maroney a ton of credit there because he was the first guy in the air on the spot challenging the keeper for that ball and prevented Hannigan from making that save. And of course on the rebound it was Luna, but there you see Maroney jumping in and making that a much more difficult save than it ever would have been. As a result, the goal was scored, and they've switched him over to the left. I don't know if that's by design or...
Another good cross. That header is on, and Nasco tips it over the net again. Pull the old remove the chair from underneath the...
I think it was sort of like an arm bar. He had him wrapped up.
This is Cruz trying to cut back to the middle. Nice move by Cruz, and now some space to work in the middle of the field to Barrera. Barrera lets the shot go, and it's just wide.
I mean, I like where your head's at, the idea of competitive integrity and trying to maintain that balance within the league, but I don't think Coach Haynes cares about that at all. Where his team is concerned, they want to rest for the finals, and they're absolutely, I'm guessing, going to take that into consideration. The big question is, and here's a good opportunity, John.
That's Luna in the middle of the field. Good giveaway, and that one shot and scored. Danny Barrera with the goal off the pass from Ruben Luna. The two hooking up again today for Barrera. Goal number 3 on the season. And in the 51st minute of action, the Silverbacks have buffered their lead to 2-0.
And it had to be a one-touch strike for Barrera. And boy, did he hit that perfectly. And another example, John, of something you've pointed out, which is Coach Haynes giving some of his key guys some rest, because we're not used to seeing Lancaster check out 64 minutes into the game.
Ball over the middle now, dangerous opportunity. Nasco there, but can't get to it. And that'll be a goal. So the Silverbacks now with possession. Given up, but taken back again by Atlanta in the middle of the field now, Menivar. Menivar holding, good cut into the box, and tripped up out in front of the box, and that'll be a late penalty kick for Atlanta. And Ruben Luna once again in the middle of things here. A perfect pass from Menjivar, leading Luna in. The goalkeeper, Hannigan, had no choice but to come out, trip him up, and it'll be a penalty kick for the Silverbacks here to try and ice this one in stoppage time. Looks like Luna will take it, looking for his 2nd goal of the game. He has an assist as well. 6 goals now on the season for Luna. And he will line this one up. Luna looking for the icing on the cake. Squares up Hannigan. Luna is starting way back on this one. To cap off the victory, Luna on the approach. Penalty kick on the way. And it is high. Luna missed it above the net. Considering the Silverbacks had a penalty kick chance to go up 3-1 in extra time, finally kicked away, and the Silverbacks will win this. Well, closer than Atlanta would have probably liked, but the Silverbacks come away with the win nonetheless, as Atlanta will improve to 2-4-1 on the season. They now have 10 points and trail league leaders, the New York Cosmos, by just 2 points. Meanwhile, San Antonio, their season struggles continue, 0-1-6 on the season, and remain deep in the hole in the league now in 8th place in league play. We'll be joined by both coaches here in a few moments, as Scott Janovich down on the field. Atlanta with 2 goals in the game today. The early one scored by Ruben Luna in his first home game since rejoining the team here in the fall season, his 6th of the season overall, as Luna struck in the 13th minute. The insurance goal for Atlanta, and what ended up being a much-needed insurance goal, was scored by Danny Barrera off an assist from Ruben Luna in the 51st minute. And Atlanta, despite a goal in the 65th minute from Hans Dennison, his 11th of the season, that put San Antonio back in this one. Atlanta able to hold on for the win. Luna had a chance late for what would have been a spectacular day. It would have been 2 goals and an assist for Luna if he could have converted a late penalty kick. But he could not. San Antonio had one last chance, but the save was made by Nasco and was able to punt it away and get a big win. And again, Atlanta with their first win since August 3rd, the first game of the fall season. Atlanta right now just kind of hanging in there in the middle of the table. You're still in the thick of things here to do the clean sweep of the NASL season, and certainly with a finisher like Luna now in the lineup, things looking a little bit brighter right now for Atlanta. We're going to head down to the field here in just a moment, as Scott Janovitz is joined by interim head coach Alan Marcina for San Antonio. Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, a hard-fought game, a tough loss. What did you see out there in terms of the difference in the final result?
They took care of their chances. We didn't execute. We created a lot more chances than they do, but you gotta put it in the back of the net. And again, another individual error. It's been killing us all year, and we've got to take care of that.
Yeah, defense hasn't been a strong suit for you guys. How can you improve there going forward?
Again, it's just individuals taking responsibility. It's that simple. These are things you can't teach, basic mistakes. We're professional players. We've got to clean this up.
Appreciate the time. Good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Coach Marcina, and thank you, Scott. Scott will also be joined here momentarily by Silverbacks head coach Brian Haynes, as he has some well-wishers currently thanking him. Now, Scott's over there with head coach Brian Haynes. Scott, go ahead.
On the win, a great night from Danny Barrera, Luna, Cruz, all 3 of them were fantastic. Talk about the offensive chemistry you guys have now working.
It's starting to be where these guys know where to find each other, and when they play like that, I can just sit back and relax and enjoy the game. But it's nice to see that they're finding each other on the field. They're running for each other, they're working out for each other, and when they get their goals, man, it's a cool chemistry to watch.
Of course, you guys have already qualified for that championship game. You give Borford Carr the night off. Randolph doesn't start. Lancaster comes out early. Was that a consideration in those decisions?
In all honesty for you, I'm telling you, yeah, we wanted to give Monday some rest. We definitely wanted to give Mike a break. We wanted to give Milton a break. And we wanted to make sure when the game got to 2-0 that we secured the lead and make sure that we play a smart game in the end. A deflection goal goes in, we'll take it, no problem. Wish Luna could have finished it with his PK, but just a good all-around game by the guys. I'm very proud of them.
Thanks again, coaching, and congrats on the hard-fought win.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Scott. Thank you, Coach Haynes. It's the Atlanta Silverbacks come away with the win tonight, 2-1 behind goals from Ruben Luna and Danny Barrera. I want to thank everyone once again for joining us. Reminder, the Silverbacks on the road next week as they take on Tampa Bay at 7:30. Atlanta will return home a week after that, Saturday, September 28th, to host Edmonton here in Atlanta at 7:30 p.m. on that day. I want to thank you again for joining us. For Scott Janovitz, I'm John Schwartz. Final score from Atlanta, Silverbacks 2, Scorpions 1. Have a great evening, everybody.